plinth reads, Kraz Mazov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov? Sure you are. Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you. Ah, very well. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you? Alright, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't. Okay, you win. Be Krasmazov then, I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway? Alright, Kras. You fought in the revolution and everything, if you say so. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers, the iconography of communism. In other words, the star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by even today, half a century after. The star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope. This because white is the color of peace, to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall. You hear a poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a...
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answered.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Sod off, pig man. Art is above the law.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity. That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hand?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more. The woman on the boat does not notice her.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents used to posh restaurants.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit...
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Can't you tell? I'm painting a... I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will...
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone...
Actually, there is a shortage of people.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Can't you... I haven't really started... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not... I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah?
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do?
You heard your partner, Piggy. Watch your back.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. If you insist. What do you want to know? What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new... For real detective work, nothing beats a good...
The lieutenant produces his small, that's where his conversations with him... We all have our different mediums. His is...
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
I guess you don't need... That's correct.
You feel...
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. That's because I'm half zeolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and...
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
This guy's got authority off the charts, with just nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. If the lieutenant were an evil man, fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the décomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 of...
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was the... Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers, they say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
I'm sure you don't. It's just a stupid interdepartmental...
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre.
What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man...
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help. Do you want me to brief you? There's no reason. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead... During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word... They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's right. it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a... Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately. That's commendable.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Good.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox, 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people.
Yes?
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Yes?
What if you did it? Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
And what has led you to this conclusion? That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get...
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sentence.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bump. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have moved. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and an embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotive. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn You vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull! Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque.
Take it easy, René. This is just a miss.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe...
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in '08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on the...
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stopped. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, It's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think? Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clown...
This royal failure weighs...
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage, and this is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting in Martinez. The Union is the law, so can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, if I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
I have really held down my...
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need... Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone...
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean.
Respects?
I'm not...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers. I taught these boys humans...
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a...
Let's try not to get caught in a...
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is...
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, oh yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time. I'm sorry, officer, but I really...
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
There are clothes inside. Cheap.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blend. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell that. There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy.
You find the box.
Economical, but also
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says.
good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically. Perched
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers.
a pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the..."
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, if on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speaker.
Hey, psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from a thousand. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. There's a
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles.
Abort. These are hideous.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy!
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you! You should think this through, officer.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh?
The words, Daredevil Driver.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything round here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Someone seems to have found himself a light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore red. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You see a flash of teeth, a young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. She is gorgeous. Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument?
From the void we came, and to the void we must return. Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind smells like worn cotton, and a little worn cotton with a side of flea market.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What?
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed teas, but this one was just pure exemplar. I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think that most people don't think that the man from Yelmdale really existed. But, I mean, even if the man from Yelmdale didn't exist...
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required, besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Yelmdale.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Very, very unique energies indeed.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I suppose that makes sense, yes. Please go ahead and take it.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation... Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary, indoor fixtures.
Okay, that checks out.
It was brought...
We are not here to investigate the theft of city. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone, and this would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his...
It's not often that I see officers from the... What can I do for...
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Why on earth? There's a prescription. I can't really see.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
I was with the emergency relief brigade. You know, after the people's had to take Perolidon for radiation sickness.
He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. So much disappointment. An early death. Cancer mostly. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then, so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far off. I like the theory more than the story. Out.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already...
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. Have you tried it?
It's almost like he's worried. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire. Go ahead, then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Perolidon.
Of course.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes. Guess what's yours? That is only a ludicrous daydream. No, you're the sorry cop. The cop, huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Yes, yes, impotent rage and lamentation. Let's what? Jealous of the sorry? They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual... No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin to repent. Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you. The boomboxes on the shelf look. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic. This is you. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm. If police work means playing tapes, sure.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
I don't like beaches. They accumulate too many photons.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rag. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win over. Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing shoes.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the street 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off of big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor. And
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very...
a long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers.
This is what the loyalists look like. Yes, at first. Then they wise up and get camouflage.
Which one? Ah, those. Yes, they are.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict plate. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. There's a piece of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has the surface is interrupted by a silvery stick. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for... It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, Mine has my station number.
How many years you've been on the force?
Any capable light with the right way. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal a lot.
This means you can read the water.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the... They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching... Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hand. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World. Others appear more light-hearted. The Guys on a Couch in an Unexpected Location, and The Murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up...
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was, I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was...
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid, the tasks you've completed, flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for men. Inspect the victims. Interview the cafeteria. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smoke. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper, some neon yellow. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are... You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the court, all in a print so small it could be considered down a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of it. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. The rest of the stinking set, it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, and something small inside. Like the plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi discrete, or axle, or some. If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it? So you wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink collab. Find out what happens when those two get funky together? Okay, pal. Yeah, turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit huffing. Quelle fucking surprise. Come on, no more. The ledger is going back down, away from your nose now. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of... The two sides of the board appear slightly missing. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound, the two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers. It smells of a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says, two familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. A young woman in her 20s. There is care. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Throw it away, please. A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. Frisson covers your entire body, a feeling of cold, a persistent. Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it's every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe that. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything. You feel the ledger slip. No, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid egg.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils.
Yes, they're pouring some.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive?
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat.
What happened? That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
All right. Ready? I turn.
He's downplaying his excitement. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute like a leopard waking from its sleep. The lights unfold with a little click, casting.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 sets. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means. The next is the longest. It runs all the way. There are so many, it's hard to count. The last row has 3. That's it. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet a rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieked.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Cool. I'm glad you joined us. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of close. Wow, more than 200! It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Call it what you want. You were a right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely, for an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a but it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective, or Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Why not gardening? You've already...
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop you.
A dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the light of the Kanema.
Very noble of you.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the...
You can now see your statistics on...
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Without resistance or sound, the words just crossed your mind somehow. Who do you think? It's slightly. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out as you tap on the gate.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just...
Her voices fade out.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol...
There is no surprise in his voice. Oh.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look...
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you. Or doesn't care.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy. You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a...
One needs tending to right now, he thinks. You hear someone whine in the background. My eye, Doc.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another run? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D.
So it's political. You're being neglected.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do.
It's not fucking cryo-actyl latte. It's super glue, Doc.
And you survived it. Congrats. Even better. Anything else, Firewalker? Oh, yes. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep, diaphragmatic breath in.
A glorious sight. Your body, tired from the vastness of the visions that haunt it, burning up in a flame fed by your own living breath.
I see third-degree burns and a referral to a plastic surgeon whom you won't be able to afford.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chestpiece. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take... Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement? Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings. What did he do? You have no idea what you did. High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad the windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a the driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our... Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is.
Gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah. Imagine, it's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however,
So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. Us lorry drivers, camionneurs, you still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
he tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't, not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flex, it's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to... I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And what's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios. What about you, Copman?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss, but thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. Don't be a stranger.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh man, that's great. God man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Yes, People get that you are the...
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful... Maybe you should ask them the questions. We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through...
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Yes, he's tense.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a pity.
Let us! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get there, beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem he ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the... You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest, my friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. I walk right past Measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the harbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic. Sure. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the Union boss and are on it.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not in danger. What is this androgynous display?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own...
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a...
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes, Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick correct, my small skull servant. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders.
Show him the hand still got it.
Willingly calling yourself a you gave the world eugenics, electricity. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the... You will be superseded. Isn't...
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
That is right. You should leave this. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and the walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your micro.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little...
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront also. To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only... Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never.
The suicide of Kraz Mazov. It's clearly a lie. Kraz Mazov didn't shoot himself. Reaction was on the counteroffensive. The State Day Palace in Mirova was surrounded. He was either assassinated or died in the bombing. You might even have evidence to support this, somewhere in your brain. Mazov was never given a state funeral by the communists.
Race descent has only worsened.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? Your race descent has...
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is... Your race descent has only worsened.
Go ahead.
Your race descent has...
Go ahead.
Your race descent has...
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just... That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have...
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailmate. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of technology and your sartorial choices. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile, those are the Seminoles, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Mao, of course. The Mao, a receding genetic pool, has led the Mao on reprehensible street parades in Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats. The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient mythic, the other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to, as proven by the mound and the mask. Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagites are on the ascent. The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Seminese inhabit the south. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite superae.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham's of witch. But look into their eyes and you will see. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural dominance. The Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potard. The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial Colron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the thing.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath, written potato cards. It is lit. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidental. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured. It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone. You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
looking for some...
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy is. An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet. Maybe later? What is this? Casual Friday? What's with the lackadaisical laxman attitude? You used to be passion. What happened, man? You get your drink on and your act.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of the... Thank you anyway.
Yes. Yes. Have you got it? For the drinks? 30 real. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe. Do I have a shaker in my...
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shake? That's right, I'm the cafeteria manager.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're...
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Lord... We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get...
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding.
Yeah. The union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think they can...
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Yes. Have you got it? Yes. Another thing. Yes.
see a heavy, you immediately feel drawn to the color. The cobalt blue surface, old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay.
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his... As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a complete... It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy, Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand he looks up at you, then looks away. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know. He smiles and bangs his leg. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and...
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay. A little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about... So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though. Yes?
Hello again, sweetie.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's...
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters, F-A-L-N, running down his trouser leg.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, I told you so, any louder.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway. Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking...
The lieutenant...
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit, no. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking... Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit.
Yeah, her.
The fuck? A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, back out of this shit.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get shit? Get the...
You can't do that.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit?
Fuck your shit back to normal.
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly pig? Not for you, pig. Kuno can't
wait to see you.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Whatever, piggy. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck about it? Your test.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Heimdall somewhere.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about. The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet." After crashing into a strange jungle, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? You open the book to a random page. Man from Heimdall wielding his two Zweihander, his arms whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38. Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdall tribe. From the village of Heimdall, Man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders the steel muscles of man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls. A passage reads, "The man from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible. Yet mine is forged. I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of." In the final pages, man from Heimdall mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Heimdall and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But a small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo, a hollowed-out, dark echo. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that. It's just a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
What is this place? No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one... I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have...
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of street. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's... No need to look for a supernatural explanation.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.